Hey everyone, it's me D again, also known as Stella D, also known as stelladeecoder, and I am here with another day of my 30 days of code marathon that I have going on here. Yes, there it is. All right, so today is day 4 of 30 days of code, and today's subject is class versus instance, and we're doing this in Python again. Let's see what we have. I already have it pulled up so we can get started. So looks like in this challenge, we're going to learn about the difference between a class and an instance because this is an object-oriented concept. It's only enabled in certain languages like Python, yada, yada, yada. So it says what we need to do is write a person class. So the class is already written for us here. Class, person, person class. Hey. And with an instance variable age and a constructor that takes an integer initial age right there as a parameter. The constructor must assign initial age to age after confirming the argument passed as initial age is not negative. If a negative argument is passed as initial age, the constructor should set age to 0 and print age is not valid, setting age to 0. In addition, you must write the following instance methods. So year should increase the age instance by 1. That's what these are down here, actually. So that's your year passes. I am old down here. They already made those. So basically what this is saying, without all this mumble jumble here, we have this program to where you start off with an age and you input your age and it'll tell you whether or not you're young, you're a teenager, or you're old. And since people can't be negative, so if you were to put in the number -1, -2, or a half, it's going to say, hey, age is not valid, setting age to 0. So you have to have a valid age. Nobody is -2. Anywho, so let's get into it. Basically, we have these different functions here. The whole class is the person class. So basically, we're creating a person and we're trying to input their age and see if they're young, teenager, or old. I think I said that, but that's what we're doing. So let's do it. Basically, it says add more code to run some checks on initial age. So this is what this up here is asking. We pretty much have to make sure we set this up so that if someone enters a negative number, then it's going to print out that you can't be negative, whatever. So let's do that. So we're going to do conditionals like we did yesterday. So if initial age, which I'm hoping I spelled this right because these are a lot of I's and T's. Okay, if initial age is less than 0, space it out, then we are going to print that, what does it say? Age is not valid, setting age to 0. I'm just copying and pasting it so that way I can have what they want in here correctly. There we go. Then it also said that we have to set the where are we at? I probably should get this out of dark mode so I can read it. Oh, the constructor should set age to 0. Okay, so we're creating the constructor here, which is self age, which is down here. That's the input. You're inputting the age. And we're going to set it to 0, which means that the bar is set. I guess the bar would be up here, but it's set to 0. So it can't be under 0. It has to be more than 0. Cool. And else, we still have to put an else. Then self age equals the initial age. I cannot spell. Oh, yes. Thank you. Boom. All right. So this right here, what it's saying is that if the age that you enter is less than 0, then age is not valid, and it's going to set it to 0. It's like, nope, you can't be less than 0. So else, if it's more than 0, you're not going to get this error message. It's going to equal whatever it is. So if you're 2, 5, 10, 20, whatever. That's great. All right, so now we have to put in how old are you? What are our conditional actions here, which are these. So it says if, I'm just gonna copy this in here, which I wouldn't recommend that you necessarily copy and paste text, but for the purpose of this video being short, that's what we're doing on today. You get in there. And you always remember when you're doing strings, you want to make sure that your quotation marks are surrounding that. Okay, so what did it say? What are we doing? If the age, so this is the age, and that's too far apart. I don't like how that looks. If it is greater, less than, if it's less than 13, put the colons there. Am I lined up? Why is it so close? Print. Okay. Expected. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, that looks weird. Okay. The little squigglies was happening because print shouldn't be directly under if, and it was looking weird to me, but that's why. Okay, so if the age is less than 13, then you're going to print that you are young. Elif, get in the right spot, because you don't put ifs, you just do the next thing here. If the age is greater than or equal to 13, and if the age is less than 18, then we're going to print you are old, because clearly, no, we're going to print you're a teenager, because if you're under 18 but equal to or over 13, then you're a teenager, because teen is clearly in the word there. What's left? Else, print you are old. All right. So it says if the age that's entered is less than 13, then you're young, because you're obviously a kid. Otherwise, if it's greater than or equal to 13, so if you're between 13 and less than 18, then you're a teenager. If you're 18 and older, then you're old. Haha. All right, so this last thing says that you should increase the age variable by 1. Self age, how does it go? Plus equal? I think plus equal. Yeah. All right, I think, is this spaced over right? Yeah, I think everything is in here correctly as far as what we need. We have that if you put in a number that's less than 0, it's going to tell you you're not valid. If you're less than 13, then you're young. If you're greater than 13, less than 18, you're a teenager. And if you are anything over 18-year-old. So let's run the code and see. Congratulations. So let's see what the input is here. So if you're 4 years old, what? Expected output, you're out. The reason why I'm looking at this crazy is because the first input is 4, and then it says the age is not valid and it's set into 0, but that's a real number. I don't know, let's submit it. Well, it worked, but that was weird. And then you're like, what are you talking about? I don't know. I'm looking at this case and the input was 4. Input is -1, 10, 16, 18. Unless it's just out of order. Oh, okay. I'm reading it weird, I guess, then, because, well, they're hidden. Anyway, this is pretty much how you will do the class and the instant and the constructor. So this is pretty cool. The reason why it's better to do functions is so that you don't have to retype this ever again. You can pretty much continue to enter in any number you want to. Like 57 should say that you're old. What happened? Reading the line. What? They don't like my test case? Well, that's not cool. No response. Well, I guess it doesn't like my test cases, but it passed all the other cases, so we'll just leave it alone. It's being wonky. All right, we'll just submit it. So we're done with day 4. Sorry for the rush. I actually have class after this, so I was making sure that I got day 4 done before day 4 was over. Otherwise, this video would have been created later on tonight. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Comment on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, wherever you're watching this video, and just let me know how you feel about it. If you have other answers, other strategies, other solutions, which is the same as answers, let me know. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Be stellar.